What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here with Brenda from Glam Time LV. She's gonna be doing my makeup. She's the only one that does my makeup in Vegas. And then we have Dionna. She's gonna be doing my, you gonna come say hi, girl?
Hello.
She's gonna be doing my blowout on my little short bob. All I did was wash my hair, so I'm excited to see the transition. I have some content to shoot today, so I look like this. We didn't start yet, but I'm excited. I posted a Q&A on my Instagram, and I just had everybody ask like a bunch of makeup and beauty questions that we're kind of gonna maybe answer throughout the length of this video, so that you're just not watching us do makeup and hair pretty much. So that's it, and we're gonna get started. Yay! You look fine. I'm so done. God, look how beautiful she is every time. Every time we do something together, she's like, no, I look a mess. Like, bye. Bye. What is your favorite must-have makeup tool or brand? I feel like a must-have makeup tool for me is like a beauty blender.
Yeah.
Some people go back and forth, some people use their fingers.
Yeah.
But for me, a wet beauty blender gets my base on perfectly, and then I'll go over with a brush.
Yeah. I'll never stop using a sponge.
Same. What line of makeup do you use? What's your go-to like?
If I had to pick a brand, I would probably say NARS. I just love the shade range, and they have really good like foundations. But if I had to pick one brand,
yeah,
NARS.
I agree. And I don't know, maybe it's me, but for some reason I feel like on tan or brown girls, NARS, it's just like a flawless coverage. Yeah. Like, I don't know who the owner of NARS is, but
they deserve forehead kiss.
Like, they're the only brand that I feel like has a really good range for brown girls and tan girls.
Yeah, just that olivey, you know, it doesn't look red.
Because, oh my gosh, before I started exploring with shading from different brands, I had the worst time getting my match. So something made me too orange or too green.
The worst.
And I feel like I'm more of a warm undertone. But in that range, I would have like a warm or like a neutral, and it was either too ashy or too orange. Yeah. So I just wasn't getting the right undertone. But for me, I agree with NARS. They're one of my go-tos. I have pretty much everything.
The concealers,
and then for like high end or higher end, like Giorgio Armani.
Yeah, I have some of those too.
Yeah. What is your favorite brow products?
I love Anastasia's Brow Wiz, and this Got To Be gel. I feel like this is
I can show it.
My go-to.
Got To Be brow. I haven't used that, but you use it on me.
I love it.
A couple times.
I've tried a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
Which one do you use, Anastasia?
I use the dip brow.
Okay.
Recently, I've been experimenting with like Refy's eyebrow pencil. It's like the only pencil that I've used that gives like a pigment.
Okay.
Some of them I really have to like draw it on, and it's like, it just gives you like an ashy finish. But that one, if I'm doing like subtle makeup or no makeup and I just want to touch up for the day, then I use that one. Next question, favorite lip gloss. OG for me is Fenty gloss. Any gloss, Fenty, like I own all of them, and I just feel like they have the
applicator, the formula, everything.
It just goes on flawlessly. I don't want to piss on the other brands. Like even the Dior glosses for me, they don't go on. I feel like there's not much product on the wands when I pop them out, so it's like I have to dip like a couple times before. And it's not just Dior, I don't want to like single them out.
Just say that. Yeah.
Like I have their stuff and I still use it, but if I want like a rich gloss, I just go for Fenty. I don't know, whatever she's doing, copy it.
Feel weird.
It does, because I haven't used strips in so long, but oh my god, the first time ever in my life I put strips on, this guy in Jamaica did my makeup, and he put the strips on me, and I was just like, I never had strips on, and it was like, he's like, girl, stop.
Dramatic?
It's not that, it was just like I wasn't used to it.
Yeah, no, I always tell people that.
Best products for hyperpigmentation. If you have hyperpigmentation or any type of blemish or dark circles that you're trying to cover, I don't think that you should be looking at makeup products. I think that you should be looking at skincare products. A lot of people think that, oh, let me use makeup to cover my blemishes or my insecurities. And I just think that that makes it worse. Thank God they're making makeup products now with skincare ingredients and SPF and like all these things. But for people who can't afford maybe like the higher end brands, I think that you want to focus on your skincare and using products like niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, a toner, and using it daily, like an under eye cream, for that to treat the areas. Just to even out everything. Because when you do that, then you find that you only need to use minimal makeup. Like when I'm doing my makeup on a daily, I probably can use 3 pumps of foundation and get away with it. I don't, because I'm not covering dark spots. I think my only trouble areas are my under eyes, because I have like sunk, they're a little sunken a little bit because I don't sleep. But do skincare before you do your makeup.
Consistently.
Do skincare after you take the makeup off thoroughly. And I don't use those Neutrogena wipes anymore. I use like the Drunken Elephant makeup balm.
Oh, I love that one.
Oh my gosh, I get in the shower with a full face of makeup on, lather it on, it's gone. And then I'll use like a clarifying.
And it doesn't irritate the skin.
It doesn't. I'll use micellar water to clean the edges and under my eyes from the mascara and stuff. And then a really good cleanser, I've been using the LeBlanc from Chanel. It's so clarifying. It's almost like it detoxes. It gets rid of all the dirt and impurities. I have it, you have to try it. It's a little pricey. I think it was like, if not 40, 60 bucks. But like it's lasts me so long. I feel like it was worth the money. Like it's on the last leg right now. Do you wear eyelashes? I do, but I have transitioned from the strips, which is what Brenda's putting on me right now, which I think is fine for a full face glam. So on a daily, when I do like a soft glam or like just a quick beat, I use this Chris Lashes 3D fluffy lash clusters that I found on Amazon. So I found these on Amazon and I ordered a new pack. Please do not sell them out. I'm gonna have to go order like 20 more.
Before you release them.
But they're 3D fluffy and almost like, not almost, they're real lashes, I wanna say. They're not plastic. So I put I use like the 14 at the edge of my lashes just to give me that wisp, and I go along with my day. I'll do 2 if I want to be dramatic. What's your best setting spray?
I love the one size.
Oh, yes.
On me right now.
I think, I have? No, I don't. It's like a hairspray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's if you really want like super like long.
To like stay all day.
That's usually what I use for bridal, but on a day-to-day, honestly, I love.
I'm gonna need a cotton swab. I think MAC, oh, you have it right there. The Fix Plus is an OG. I have almost all of them.
I love this.
And I've been also using the Charlotte Tilbury.
Oh, that one's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of rotate mine.
Yeah, I go, like the Fix Plus I use before. I like that one as a prep.
I love that one.
And then I'll use it after as well. But definitely the one size for like, if I have a long day and I start my makeup early and I want it to last all day.
All day long, it'll for sure.
That one feels like paint. I don't know, it just
Better.
sets it in place. How do I shade match foundation? Is it lighter, darker, or exact?
For me, I like to go exact or darker. Exact, because you can like warm it up with
exactly with a bronzer.
Or lighten it, whatever.
I think I go exact.
Yeah.
So that's what I was telling you. I'll go for like my skin match, just my closest skin match. And you have to know your undertone as well. And if I'm not mistaken, most brands will give you the 3 shade range, neutral, warm, and cool. Cool is more pink if you have a pink undertone. And I feel like you will know your undertone just by looking at like do you appear more flush? Do you appear more golden? So for me, I go for exact, and then I'll use a bronzer to warm up my cheeks, my edges, and my neck.
I mean, I know for everybody it's not like realistic to have multiple foundations, but I like to have a lighter and a darker, and I always just like mix colors.
Same. Especially if darker in the summer and a little bit cooler in the winter. Play around with the foundations. I went in Sephora one day and I just went with the intention of swatching everything in my shade range on me.
So like blended
literally, not even on my hand. I do it on my face because I don't know how to. I can't match anything.
Yeah,
to my
it is
hand.
different. I like to match either like the chest or the neck.
Yeah,
because sometimes like your face tends to be lighter.
But anytime they use like the Sephora, what is it, foundation matcher or skin match thing on me, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
I just never get it right. And I did it one time just to see, after like finding the shade from like NARS or
a certain brand,
Giorgio Armani that I liked, and then I went for them to scan it and it was like 2 shades lighter.
Like, no.
And I was like, yeah, no. So I'll get samples, go home, play with it, and whatever sets, right? Or oxidizes well on me, I go with that.
You look flawless.
Oh, thank you.
She looks so good.
You thought I had foundation though?
Yeah, no, your face looks like one color.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's your holy grail product? I don't know if I have.
That's hard.
That's so hard.
Really hard.
I like certain things for certain. Like I like a different blush.
Yeah.
But if we're going by the type of product, so holy grail for sure. This NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is in medium dark to caramel. This I use on my blemishes or under my eyes before I do foundation or even concealer. So that one I would say is my holy grail for covering up imperfections. This isn't even makeup, but the Lumify eye drops, before you do anything, put those in, especially if you're prone to red eyes, because after you do your makeup, you want to look light and bright and awake, you know? So that helps a lot. Oh, a pressed powder. Feel like that's a holy grail. I have been using the Laura Mercier translucent pressed powder. There's a difference between pressed and loose powder. So I use a pressed powder under my eyes to set the like concealer before using a loose powder on top of that if you want to like bake or, and you're the makeup artist, so tell me if I sound like an idiot.
No, I usually go in with the pressed powder first.
Yeah.
And then do
the setting powder on top.
If you do the loose powder first,
it
for me, it
makes
tends to
darken it. It's almost like the wet with the powder makes it like cakey. I don't know how to describe it. So tap on pressed powder and then you put the loose powder on top. Primer, holy grail primer. So right now I have been using Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer. I feel like it's a little silky and that gives you like that rich hydrating base. So I've been using that. Oh my gosh, holy grail. You know what? I think my go-to makeup brand right now is Hourglass. This one is the Ambient Lighten Palette Volume 2. So this one has soft light, radiant light, and golden bronze light. It has 3 different shades of, I don't even know what this is. Is it like supposed to be like a finishing powder?
Yeah, I think
Kinda, yeah. So I'll like use it on my chin, my forehead, and maybe like under my eyes for like especially to brush off the loose powder. It's a lightening bronzer. So it's not gonna be as brown,
pigmented as
like other bronzers, but I've been going over my edges and my cheeks with this for like that warm that you need.
I need to add those to my kit.
You have to. This has literally been my face. Like I haven't switched anything in so long, and every time I do my makeup I get so many compliments, besides when you do it. For eyeliner, I don't use it much anymore, but I think my go-to is Anastasia Beverly Hills, this liquid liner. Because I like that the tip is felt and it's like
you get that sharp line.
Yeah, that rich, sharp black line. My holy grail blush right now is Patrick Ta, and this is in She's Flushed. I think that this looks really good on tan skin because I don't like anything too pigmented, like too bright. I just feel like it gives like that natural flush that you need. It's cream and powder, so I go in with the cream first and then I do the powder on top, and the powder will instantly give it even like an extra oomph. And then I would say my favorite highlighter of all time next is Fenty Beauty. I've been obsessed with this palette, the Kilowatt. It has Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. It's sort of like rosy, like a rose gold, but I use this side more than ever, the Chic Freak. So if she had a highlighter that was just Chic Freak 1 in the palette, I would probably do that one. This girl says, tips for making makeup look classy. I would say less makeup. And I would say a good solid base covering your blemishes with like the little NARS concealer thing that I was saying. So you only would need to use like a couple pumps of foundation because less is more in this case.
I agree. If you have a good complexion,
yeah,
you can do no eyeshadow, just mascara.
Literally, you could get away with wearing almost nothing or even wearing so much, but it looks like you have nothing on because you did such a like good job at your base.
Or hire a makeup artist.
Or hire a makeup artist. She'll tell you. What is your go-to eyeshadow palette? I think I like more warm tones though.
Yeah.
So I think I have 2 of Patrick Ta's palette, but they're pretty big, so I don't travel with them as much.
They're bulky for sure.
Yeah, they're long and it doesn't fit in that small pouch. If you had like a more tiny version with maybe like 4 shades.
Yeah.
I use the same shades all the time. So I'll do like a brown to warm it up. Maybe like the brown on the edges, but like not a brown, but the neutral for the lids.
Yeah.
Maybe a shimmer on a night when I want to get crazy.
So good.
Looks good, huh?
Yes.
What's the best pigmented blush for darker complexions? I feel like you want to go with a blush that's natural to how you would blush. Like if you were able to pinch your cheeks and the color that comes up, that's like the color that you could go with. I know it's harder on darker skin tones, like girls that are darker than me, obviously. If you were talking about like a chocolate skin tone, I wouldn't do anything crazy like a rich orange or like just something that sits on top of your cheeks that's like almost invisible. It just seems like you're just naturally blushing. I find that maybe an orange. The Dior Coral I used to wear a lot, but I've just been using the flushed from She's Flushed from Patrick Ta. Skin prep before you put on makeup, and how do you keep it from getting cakey? I do a good little eye mask or a sheet mask, or if you don't have that, any hydrating primer from Refi, because that's like almost a wet primer. It feels like water, like gel water. I use the Chanel Hydro Water. I call it Chanel water. Yeah, it puts back the hydration in your skin. Because after I wash my face, I feel like I tend to get a little dry. So I'll put that on before I do a moisturizer, and then I'll do a primer and maybe like an eye serum, and then I go in with my makeup. What do you think?
And if you have time to let it sit on your skin versus like
going into it right away. That's a good point. Not a question, but this girl says you're just stunning inside out.
You are.
Thanks.
I always tell you that.
I am. I'm a nice bitch until you cross me. Don't come for me, I will come for you. All the skincare questions, I think I'll just leave that for a second video because like most of them are like, what's your skincare routine? And I feel like that's going into something separate. Like that would have to be a different video of me just doing like breaking down skincare products. And I know we touched on it because skincare does help you enhance your makeup look, the finished look, but I feel like for an in-depth vlog on skincare, it would have to be like a separate, yeah.
I think we're good.
We're done. Ooh. Dionna is doing final touches.
Makeup question. Does the brand really matter? Like, say, because I've noticed you use a lot of like
different brands.
Tom Ford, Dior.
The only thing Tom Ford was lipstick, which I'm obsessed with actually.
Actually, I don't have anything Tom Ford. That's what you use on me?
Yeah.
Are you thinking like if
does
it matter?
No.
Design.
For some things, honestly, you can get cheaper. Lipstick, you can get cheaper. It doesn't matter. You don't have to get
I would say invest in your foundation though.
Yes.
Because that's what's gonna make the difference. Because like drugstore makeup.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where we started from. Like I used to go to CVS to get my little black opal,
Yeah.
what is Maybelline, like all these those other, and they still work for most people.
They still make great products.
I just feel like
For you, they don't.
for me, not anymore. I've gotten accustomed to better ingredients, foundation. A lot of it for me is the ingredients. What's not synthetic, what's not toxic ingredients, or just what's not reactive. So if you have sensitive skin or dry skin or oily skin, it just like some makeup will clog your pores, some makeup will oxidize and make you more oily. And I like a radiant matte finish.
Nikki. Oh my god.
That's all you, girl.
I'm about to cry.
That's a stop. That's all you.
You look so freaking good.
Thank you. Let me bring my Versace. Let me bring my Versace. That's what Polly says. You wearing Versace?
Yeah, it looks so good.
Can you guys see? Oh my god. I look like a different person. Oh, the lighting too makes it so good. Look at my chest. Did you do some glow?
I haven't yet, no. I just did your coverage right now, but we're gonna do some glow too. Jesus.
Brava! Brava! My team, guys. Dionna and Brenda killed it today. Slayed. Beat my face. I'm gonna have to call 911 for assault.
With a deadly weapon.
Deadly weapons, beauty blenders and brushes and hot tools. Oh my gosh, no, I love my look. What do you guys think? I hope we answered all of your questions because I think they were really good questions. Brenda is still doing her thing. I have this too, the Tom Ford Shimmer.
Shimmering body oil.
Finishing touches, but I think this is also one like holy grail thing. Never forget the chest. I used to never touch my chest. This is like the first time you did my chest, but I feel like it makes a difference between like
it just makes it look uniform.
Exactly. But I love this beat. Stay tuned for TikToks and photos that I'm gonna be sharing on my social media, TikTok and Instagram. I'll tag Brenda for you guys. I'll tag Dionna so you guys have their socials also. Maybe a booking link. So you guys, if you are ever in Vegas or if you want to fly them out,
yes.
Just saying, they do travel too. But Brenda does a lot of bridal makeup also. And then Dionna's doing her own thing. So you could book her to travel also if you're in Vegas, get your little blowout. She killed my hair.
Yeah,
I've been doing my short little bob for so long, but I showed up with wet hair and look how
so shiny,
it looks so shiny, so silky, so bouncy. So good. So I'm excited and I'm so happy with the turnout for this look in this video. I hope you guys had a really fun time because we did. So stay tuned for the next one. Bye.